anything that subverts the traditional American order is encouraged, and anything that upholds it is being regulated out of existence. That's why the same lefties who make a big stink about religion having no place inside public schools can then at the same breath support Chicago Public Schools in its class action lawsuit that was filed against them for allegedly pressuring students to engage in meditation and even Hindu practices. That's because what leftists mean by hating religion or wanting it separated is really just hating Christianity. And so therefore anything that subverts Christianity is totally fine by them. Joining us now to discuss is John Mauck, a partner at Mauck and Baker LLC. John, thanks for being here tonight.
Glad to be here with you.
I appreciate it. So a judge certified this case as a class action lawsuit back in mid-April. As of right now, here we are in mid-June. Where do things stand in this legal battle against the Chicago Public Schools?
Well, the certification has been against a group called the David Lynch Foundation for World Peace that had instituted transcendental meditation and a Hindu practice that I will explain within about 8 public high schools over a number of years. And the Board of Education, of course, sponsored that and allowed it during regular class time in these schools, requiring students to participate. Where it stands now is the case is scheduled for trial next March. We're continuing to do discovery and take depositions, but we're also putting together all the damages that these students have encountered. And the class action requires us to notify about 700 students, that's the judge's estimate, who were affected by this violation of the Establishment Clause.
And so as you were saying with the Hindu practices, the meditation, can you explain for us exactly what students were being, like you said, required to take part in?
Yeah, it's pretty shocking. Transcendental meditation is not just meditating, it's transcendental, and it has religious implications. It was once practiced and allowed in the New Jersey school districts in the 80s, and there was a federal trial then, and the judge determined it was religious. The Second Circuit Court of Appeals affirmed unanimously, and it was kicked out of all of the New Jersey schools. Now this group is coming back and sneaking transcendental meditation into other public schools. What they require is the school district's cooperation, and then students are taken one at a time alone by a private instructor during school time into a darkened room and told to sit down, and then there's an illuminated picture of a guru in front of them with offerings. The instructor will then enter into chanting in Sanskrit, a liturgical language, invoking Hindu deities to operate through the student, and the students to sit there and listen. And then as the ceremony progresses, the teacher puts offerings in front of the picture, the idol, I call it, and invites the student to do the same. Here's an orange, put it in front there. Or we had one student who was told, you need to kneel in front of this picture, and if you don't, it could affect your grades. You could be taken off the basketball team. And so we had another student who was told to repeat the Sanskrit words as the instructor spoke them, but not telling him that they're inviting Hindu deities. That's the puja initiation ceremony. Then they're given a mantra, which if you look it up in the dictionary, it's an invocation of Hindu deities. And each student is told, this is your mantra